is the Armory. It's pretty much complete for the most part. I mean, I will be looking into getting a shotgun here, of course more ammo, a few more pistols, and as far as that bow goes, I probably won't be using that, bringing that along. I do have it, so I am trained with it, but it is kind of dependent on the scenario that takes place. Also, I do have a ballistic vest, level 3A. You can pick that up on, eBay, various other websites. I paid about $125 for mine, which was one of the best deals that I could find out there. So it's able to stop pretty much anything that's coming at you. Above that is a military issue P3AT helmet. That is one of the newest models of helmets that were issued, I believe, in 2003 and later. That was also about the same price as the jacket itself. And they come in various sizes, obviously. I guess we'll start at the top here. At the top we have a Remington 710. That is going to be my sniper rifle. It shoots 270 Win. The magazine you see there has a 4-round capacity, as well as one in the chamber, so that gives you 5 rounds. The scope itself is 16. So you got quite a bit of scoping capabilities with that. As far as that being my main, that will not be. As far as being able to bring that, it really depends on the situation. Below that we have a Ruger 1022 with a aftermarket stock on it. That's a collapsible stock, foldable stock, as well as a red dot sight on there. Next to it you have 2 magazines for it. One of them is a 25 or 30 round mag, and the other one is the one that comes with it, the standard 10 round. That will most likely come with me as well. That will mostly be used for various forms of hunting. Not really one weapon to take down people with. So as we move to the right here, we have a Glock 22, and that is my hip holster there. Along with that, I have 3 magazines for it. I have 2 30-round mags, or excuse me, 2 15-round mags and a 30-round mag. Shoots 40 Smith & Wesson. I don't know if I already said that. The reason I chose 40 Smith & Wesson is, it hits almost like a truck and the speed, so it's kind of the in-between of the 45 and the 9mm. Thought it was the best choice, as well as, Glock being as reliable as they are. Just really one of the best choices. Below that would be my ankle gun. That is a Kel-Tec P3AT. Shoots 380 auto. Really just a backup gun. Really small, one of the smallest guns I've ever seen. Take a look at it here. Here's me holding it without the clip in. You can tell it's very, very small. Very reliable. I do have the pinky extender on there, so it's a lot easier to hold. I do only have 1 clip for that at the moment. Probably getting a few more in the future, but as of right now, that's all I got. So as we move down, we reach the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 AR-15 assault rifle. As of right now, I do not have any advanced optics on it. I do have a single point sling and a foregrip on there, as well as the extended stock in the front there. I do have quite a few mags for it. They are always loaded up, ready to go at any moment. Take a look here with the dust covers on. What we have there, those green tips, these are steel core bullets, so they're basically made for penetrating various things. Pretty much all my mags are loaded up with that. Some of them are loaded with hollow points. Next we have the Bear Grylls knife. There's a little bit of cliche involved with it being the survival, but I did get a lot of my knowledge, or some of my knowledge at least, from Man vs. Wild. So he does know what he's talking about. Also, it just is kind of a backup survival kit. Has the sharpener on there, the fire starter, some guides on the back, and it's just a really well built knife too. The tongue extends all the way through. It's actually got a metal bottom to it too, so it's really just a well built knife. Good sheath, and it's fairly expensive, but hey, it's support Bear Grylls. So next we just have a pretty basic machete. I picked it up, I think, from Walmart or something for like, I don't know, $10 maybe. Did a little something to the handle to help with the grip there. And actually, I just scooped back. The 710 Remington I actually got at a store that had it on, I guess, special. Remarkably, I only paid under $200 for it. So that was one of the most phenomenal deals ever, in my perspective. Next, the Ruger 1022, I paid, I believe, around $150 for that. Was with the original stock, the wooden stock, and just that clip. So there's a few things that I added, of course, with the sniper as well. As far as the sight on there did not come with it, the sling did not come with it, and the round sleeve did not come with it. So those are kind of all added. As far as my Glock, I paid around $600. That came with just the 2 mags there. So I did buy the 30 round extended clip and the Uncle Mike's holster there for it. Next, the P3AT. If I remember right, that cost me about $250. And I had to buy that pinky extender later as well, but only $200 for that. The AR-15 itself, I bought at a gun show. That went for about $700 if I remember correctly. It's one of the lower cost AR-15 models out there, and really it's never jammed for me. I go to the range pretty often with it, so it's phenomenal. I can hit pretty much about a 1/4 inch size spread if I'm having a good day at 100 yards. So it's quite a good rifle. As far as an AK versus AR, I'm going to be getting an AK here soon, so I can't really speak on that. The only thing I do like about the AR is the round it shoots, the 223 5.56 round. Just faster, smaller, can carry more rounds. So beyond that, Bear Grylls, I think I already said was 50 or 60. That was $10. There's a 511 tactical belt that was quite expensive there. That was like $60 or something. Hold everything. The bow itself, I think I got for around $150 off of Craigslist, believe it or not. So that was fairly reasonable. Next, we'll just go quickly here. Top row there with all the brass is my rounds for my Glock. That's 40 Smith & Wesson rounds. Do have a few different rounds there. Some subsonic low recoil rounds. Other than that, they're all pretty standard. To the right of that is my 22 rounds. It's about 1,000 or so rounds. Of course, I would want more of that because that's the smallest, cheapest ammo to really get. As far as the 40 Smith & Wesson, I have about 400 rounds. Next, we'll go to the .380 caliber and kind of have a different spread of round ammunition for that. Have about 200 rounds for that. Next, we'll go to my 5.56 rounds. I have most of these are for the range. These here on the top are usually pretty much all for the range. Inside here, I do have steel core. And those are 50 round cases there, as well as all of my mags here being loaded up with steel core. I have currently around 700 rounds of 5.56 ammo. Of course, I'd want to expand on that as well. Lastly, here I have my 270 rounds. In total, I have about 70 rounds of that. It ranges from soft point to hard point, hollow point. Varying speeds, so really in my gun there I have a combination of a few different rounds depending on the situation, the range of the target, and whatnot. So that's kind of that's my basic armory there. All in all, it probably, for this lot here, I'll total it up at the end actually, but yeah, pretty much what I'll be looking to do. I'll hit you on the next part. So as far as what I'd be carrying on me all the time, obviously my vest and helmet will be coming along with me. The AR will be my main, so that will be on me at all times, as well as the Glock and the Kel-Tec there. Those will be on my persons, as well as the Bear Grylls knife. I have a few other knives you'll see later. The machete will come with me in one form or another. The bow itself, probably no, just because of the size, and I have bullets, so I really won't need arrows. We'll see what the situation is to deem if that's what I'd bring. The 22 itself, that will go to my girlfriend. She's a little less experienced, and she'll be more comfortable shooting around like that, and she can shoot as much as she wants. As far as the rifle above that, the 710, I'd like to be able to bring that, but given the size of it, the weight of it, I don't know if that would be a possibility. Hopefully I can for the longer range situations, although for the most part I can do anything. I could do it that rifle with my AR, so it probably won't be necessary. And the ammo, I'll be bringing all of that. I haven't quite devised the best way to carry that. I do have some ammo boxes that I'll probably try to bungee cord onto my bag. Otherwise I'll try fitting that into my bag itself. And at the time, hopefully I'll have some more rounds here, but my ultimate goal, or one of my goals, would be to, pick any group or people that I would see with ammunition or something I need, they'd be a target. So we'll hit you on the next part. Okay, so this is the contents of my bug out bag, or as I'd prefer to be called, the survival bag. This is everything that goes inside my bag. First glance it looks like a lot, and believe me it is, but the main idea in my bag is really just long-term survivability. Pretty much everything you'd ever need to survive. I'll kind of just go over a brief summary of it, and then I'll get more in depth into the actual bags and the contents of them. First off, I have a very small breathable bivvy. It is the Soul bivvy, Soul Skate bivvy. Really nice, really durable, and really I don't have the weight and the size for a large scale sleeping bag, so this is a very good constitute to that. So have that bivvy there. Have a headlamp, uses one single AA, and I have a lot of those. Just a Leatherman multi-tool here. It's got pretty much everything you'd need. I'm not going to be able to pull it out there, but it's got the pliers, knives, screwdrivers, can opener, pretty much everything. My nice, I think it's 150 lumen SOS light. It's got the SOS signal. It's got, it's got the regular. Takes one AA, which is the reason I have it. It's also watertight, but one AA. Part of my bag is filled with AA's, so that. Other than that, I have a Camelback. In my actual bag, it would be in there without the covering. That bright yellow would not deem well for me, so I would take the actual bladder out of the Camelback. Here I have an an inner shell. Really, really nice. I don't remember what brand it is. Really nice outer shell long sleeve shirt. Really, really nice. Beyond that, I have 3 50mm unopened filters, sealed filters. And then I also have, over here I have the actual filter that I would use immediately. That's my gas mask. I've gone through a few models and decided on this one. Reason for that is field of vision. You can hear my voice comes out real well in that, versus some other ones it's really garbled and you can't really make out what the person's saying. So I have that one. That one was relatively cheap. I think I bought it for around $50 if I recall correctly, and I'll just go back. That bivvy there was somewhat expensive. That was about $50. Flashlight I got on a deal. That was about $30, I think, and everything else was relatively cheap. The filters themselves probably were about $10 a pop. To the left of that, we just have the cookware set. Kind of a cheapo, but you got your pans, stuff to cook with. Pretty simple. A little cup, not that I'd ever really use that, but a nice little cup there. Collapses, kind of small. Got that. Just got some trash bags here. Got a whole boatload of AA batteries. Tons of batteries sealed up nicely. Just pretty much all of my gear uses AA's. So, other than that, I'll just kind of go with stuff that's sitting out. I have some face camo here. It's got a mirror on it. Paid next to nothing for this thing, so have a nail kit here. Building shelters, building walls, whatever the case may be. That's something I haven't seen in any bug out bag, which I think is kind of a necessity. I mean, the weight's kind of quite a bit of weight, but again, my idea in my whole bag is really just longevity of survivability. Got some line here, some fishing line, 30-pound test, 250 yards. Got picked that up at Walmart for next to nothing. Next to that, I have a hammer, a really small one, but I'll get the job done. So next to that, I have a Coleman axe. Picked this up at Walmart, I think for like $15 or something, real cheap. And I'll skip over the bags here. Other than that, I'll go back here. I have a that's a collapsible utility shovel there. I could show you how that works, but you can look those up online. That was real inexpensive. Next to that, I have some, I wouldn't call it paracord. It's not quite the test of these other cords I have here, but just some long line, probably like 150 foot line. Next to that, I have 1,000 feet of 550 paracord there, dark colors. Next to that, I have some nylon cord. It's 250-pound test, and that's 500 feet of that as well. It's real thin stuff. Have some bungee cords here, of course. As we go, that's my actual bag. It's kind of collapsed right now because everything is out of the main pouch. And I'll show you some of the other pouches. There's more in there. But that's kind of the basis of what all fits into the main pouch of my bag. So again, I know it looks like a lot. If you guys have any comments or ideas for me, or maybe it is very heavy, and I'll kind of touch base on that later in the video. If you have any ideas on maybe where I can cut some corners, I'd be interested to hear what you come up with. But in the next segment, I will take apart each bag. So this is one of my first bags here. I just put it in this nice, easy to find black pencil bag, I think it is. Most of my bags are kind of thrown together. Some of them are more organized than others. I haven't quite given enough thought into how I want to organize my bag internally. But anyway, just some pill bottles, store stuff. Not sure what I'd put in there, but got them. Next, I just have some talcum powder here. Got to keep your feet dry as much as you can. Next to those, I have some ibuprofen, Advil, some tablets there. Some hand sanitizer, some Q-tips, some plastic bags. Here I have some potable aqua water purification tablets. And as you'll see in my video, I have lots of solutions to waters. That's going to be a huge issue. So I have those. Have some Neosporin, some easy spray Neosporin. Got my toothbrush, some dental picks, more floss there, some Oragel for mouth pain, and just some toothpaste. So that's my first bag. Okay, so in my next pouch here, I have some Carhartt long underwear, one pair of wool socks, Don't have to spend too much on those. Some Under Armour long sleeve shirt. Just nicely compact as much as I can, save some room. Okay, my next bag, I have some fire logs, basically. Don't remember the actual name for them. Just nice fire starting material, sustainable fire keeping material, really. Next I have a DEET pen. Pretty self-explanatory. Just a fire starting tinder, just a little block of that. Some filters, and what I could use these for is, I mean, you could use it for the first level of water purification. You know, you could use it as fire tinder if you wanted to. A lot of different uses, really. Just, you know, lightweight, something I just thought of having in my bag. Next, I just have some, let's see if I can get it better from the light there, some body wash concentrate. So this will be quite a bit, and you can use this. I'd use this to, you know, clean some random stuff too. I wouldn't just use this to clean myself with. Next and lastly in this bag, I just have some lip balm. So, alright. Okay, this is my next bag here. I have 3 9-hour candles in a nice Ziploc bag here. 2 sets of wool socks. More socks. I have some additional AA batteries, 8 of them here in 2 different bags. Some more Ziplocs. And then also I wanted to show you, I have all of my bags labeled, numbered I should say. And the reason I have them all labeled is so what I do is I have, oh, that's out of bag, but for example, I have on cards here, and this will be accessible on the outside of my bag or in one of the outer pockets, all of the contents of each bag. So, you know, if I'm looking for something, I can more easily find it. Just kind of something I came up with there. So that's that bag. Okay, so for the next bag, I got a bunch of these, just a giant box of them for real cheap. So I think I got 7 or so sets of 2 hand warmers. It's a nice bag of them. Got just a bottle of Carmex here. Some not waterproof matches. They're sealed in 2 different bags. Probably about 40 or so in there. Next I just have some face masks. 10 of them in there, just pretty standard. I mean, I don't know that I'd ever prefer those over my gas mask, but you never know. Here's something I don't see a lot. I have seen on a few videos. This is a whole roll of tin foil, and it is folded up nicely into different sizes. But yeah, that's a whole roll of tin foil there. It's real, you know, real thick, but so many uses for tin foil. So it's really good to have. That's something I think everyone should put in their bag. I mean, it takes a little time to fold everything up nicely, but I mean, this I mean, a little bit of weight, but size-wise, this is nothing, and you know, there's so many uses for this stuff. So really, this is something everyone should. If you take one thing away, this is something I think you should take away. So next, I got just a poncho, or excuse me, emergency blanket. Pretty standard there. Got a poncho next, hooded poncho, clear. Don't want anything, you know, any colors that attract anything, so I went with the clear. Next, I have my homemade fishing kit. I think everything in here probably cost me $5 or so. Let me get this out of the way here and just show you. Pretty simple, but you know, I got some bobbers, some weights, some line with some duct tape there. Whoops. Some various little lures and whatnot, some fake bait, and some hooks. So nice little thing. Everyone should have that as well. So that's this bag. Okay, so for the next bag here, I have some steel wool there. Lots of steel wool. Picked that up at the dollar store. Got a battery for 9-volt. You just stick these together and it completes a circuit for you. Sparks instantly. Got a couple containers of Fix-All adhesive. Got a DEET repellent stick here, 40% DEET. Got a lens pen here. Picked these up for $10. Good for cleaning scopes, various different things. A roll of Gorilla Glue duct tape. Just a utility screwdriver, bunch of different sets on there. Never know what you need that for. So got some Cabela's lip balm here. It's actually got SPF 23 on there as well. Kind of keep out of the sun, I guess. Just got a sewing kit here, really basic sewing kit. Got everything you'd really need in there. Next I have, and I don't know why they're in this bag necessarily. Like I said before, I don't really have a rhyme or reason to some of these bags, but oral rehydration salts. There's 3 of them in there. So you put this into like a liter or so of water, and over a day you'll be good to go. So that's that bag. Okay, so this is actually 2 different food bags I have, but I guess we'll start off, and really this is going to be cheaper than MREs. I mean, those are compact and those are a good source, but this is cheaper, more easily available. So I just got some dried food here, some freeze-dried food. Mountain House tends to be the cheaper of the brands. These keep for a while. This has the less of the calories, but you know, there's about 500 calories in each of these. So that's decent. Cliff Bars, they have about a year shelf life, so you got to keep in mind and check those. But those are, you know, regularly cheap, really easy on the go snack. And I think they got about 250 calories in them each, so that's pretty decent. These, just some sugar if I ever need it. I think it also has about 250 calories, 290 calories. So yeah, that's pretty decent. These keep for actually sometimes 2 years. It's pretty remarkable. So just some sugar if you need an energy boost or anything. Got that. So this is, again, this is 2 of my food containers. This is probably approximately 3,000 calories or so worth of food, maybe a little bit more than that. So okay, so this is another bag here. In it I got a bunch of vacuum sealed tuna, various forms of fish here. You know, some tuna, some salmon, some albacore tuna there, and those I think are like $4 or $5 a pop, and they last absolutely forever. I think they got about a 3-year shelf life. Got some Reese's Pieces. Those last for like 2 years. And again, sugar is really important sometimes. You need to pick me up, or really just need an energy boost to get something done. And lastly in this bag I have a bunch of these Folgers instant coffee. And again, this is more of a moral boost. You know, it has some random, you know, probably some caffeine in there and some other various pick-me-ups, but really this is just a morale booster. You know, long day, perhaps killed somebody, or you know, lost somebody, or been going for days and days and whatnot. This is just a great pick-me-up. They're really cheap. You get like 10 of them or 20 of them in a pack or something, so really easy. So here in my next bag I just have some seeds, you know, corn, tomatoes, carrots, and some peppers there. Ideally you'd like to have some vacuum sealed stuff. I really need to look on that online and get some with a lot more quantity. But again, they're real cheap, just a good safe thing to have, you know, for the future or whatnot. Okay, so I'm not going to open this up just because there's just an absolute ton of stuff in here. But this is kind of a medical bag here. You know, I got syringes, needles. I've got, you know, tape, alcohol pads. I mean, tons of syringes. Got some sterilization fluids. Pretty much in that bag, just a lot of it. Just a medic kit. Okay, in this next bag, it's just kind of a bag of random stuff. Really, I just got some more socks, a couple of zip ties here, some pens, pencils, marker, a couple of rubber bands here, nice little knife, some more gauze pads, some more hand warmers there, multi-tool, a few more things of water purification tablets, as well as, you know, a lighter, some duct tape rolled up, some more medical supplies there. A couple of these clamps here, these clips. I don't know if it's the rubber bands there. So it's kind of some basic. I really should expand on, you know, zip ties, rubber bands. Really, those are really easy to get, and maybe a couple more lighters, but perhaps later. Really basic bag here. Okay, so I'd like to go into some of the other pockets, some things I didn't have out in my actual bag here. And what we'll start with is this pocket here, I guess on the outside of it. Just got a monocle here, 10 times. This is another utility knife. It's a pretty basic thing, got that for cheap. This is actually a Shmega, for I don't know how to pronounce it really, but it's what they use in Iraq and Afghanistan, the soldiers as well as civilians there. Filter water through it, keeps sand, dust out of your face. Just a nice cloth. Under that I have some, this is actually like a tool here with screwdriver. I can't pull it out, but you know, some screwdrivers there. Some carabiners. Here. Oh, this is nice. I didn't even touch on this. This is actually a fire starter here. Let's see if I can't pop it out. Forgot the name of it, but basically all you have to do is slam it on the ground. It rubs against itself there and sparks. So it's actually really nice, really convenient fire starter there. I got just a compass there, carabiners. Alright, as we go into this pouch here, pull out some stuff. Pair of binoculars there, pretty basic. Bear Grylls survival kit. You can look up online what this has, but you know, another backup survival kit really. Compass, military compass, not military issue, but style, military style compass. CLP for my guns, brake cleaner, best stuff in existence. Next I have just some various Allen wrenches. There's some vitamins in there, and some ibuprofen as well, kind of combined there. My hobo kit, got the fork, wine opener, cork opener I should say, spoon. It's got a knife on there. Picked these up at Walmart for like 10 bucks, and these are honestly the best ones that I prefer, at least as far as being metal, collapsible, and really they were just 10 bucks. Lastly, I got a couple of can openers. Picked these up for next to nothing. Alright, and that's in that pouch. I gotta change batteries here, so I will be back. Okay, so this is the next side pouch here. Firstly, this attaches just to the strap here. This is a breakout med kit. Pretty much everything you need to dress a wound, and it's really easily accessible. Water pouch there, watertight pouch I should say. In the side pouch here, I have a map of the area. So yes, I am from Wisconsin. Yep, map of the area, some pencils there. So you know, I know where I need to get to if I do. Next, I have a clean canteen, a 27-ounce container here. The beauty with this, and it actually took me a while to find. I can't open it here with one hand, but let's see if I can get it. Now it's on there tight, but the beauty with this thing, or at least this one is it's metal on metal, meaning the cap, the outside of the cap where it connects to this, the inner side of this, it's metal, and it's nickel-plated metal, so it avoids growth of bacteria. But metal on metal is really important, and you know, it's something to look for. It took me a while to find, but I finally did find it. So metal on metal, good stuff. Next, I have just a wilderness and travel medicine survival guide. Along in here would be where my bags, the flashcards with my bags would be, but I took those out for earlier. So other than that, I just actually have a deck of waterproof playing cards. Recently added that. I saw them and I was, you know, why not? you know, if I ever have a break and it's not as bad as I think it is, or everything's calmed down, at least I have a way to have a little fun. So, good stuff. And that is the contents of that bag. Okay, so this is the top of the bag here. Actually, if you can read upside down, that says Everest. So that is the brand of the bag. I picked this up from a gun show. I got it for 35 bucks, and it's the absolute largest bag that I've been able to get my hands on. I mean, you could get something similar for, you know, over 100 bucks that I've seen as far as size capacity. So 35 bucks, you know, water resistant basically. Awesome thing for 35 bucks. Absolutely amazing. So in this top pouch here, I'll go into that in a little bit. But we have here bag of AAAs. I think I got, let's see, about 15 AAA batteries sealed up nicely there. These are actually some ear protection. So I'm going to pop it open. In-ear ear protection. Nicely wrapped up in there. So, because not like the movies, shooting a gun is loud. It's really loud. If you're anywhere near indoors or against walls or whatnot, you will quickly go deaf. So really you need ear protection. Next, apologize for the dog barking there. Next, I have a Frontier emergency water filter. Nice, easily accessible there. This can filter, I think, around 20 gallons, 20 liters, or one of the two of water directly out of the drink. You know, it's really easy. Everyone should have this. You can pick this up for 10 bucks. Everyone needs one of these. This is the other thing. Everyone needs one of these, no matter what. You know, it's super small. You know, this pops out here. Before you stick it in your bag, I would advise you take some drinks out of it, because what will happen when you first start filtering through it, or the first bit of filter, it'll come out black. The water will come out black. So you just spit it out, go through that until it becomes clear, and then it's ready to go. So 10 bucks, a must-have, absolutely must-have. Next, I just have some matches in a waterproof container. These are not storm-proof matches. These are just waterproof, or these are just a waterproof container. Next, I have 2 sets of walkie-talkies. These are 28-mile walkie-talkies. Picked them up for next to nothing on a deal on Newegg. Take AAAs, I think. That's why I have them. So, nice set of walkie-talkies. 28-mile. So that's pretty much it in that bag. I do have waterproof matches in my gear somewhere, but I guess I have them somewhere. I don't know where they are actually. I should have already had them, but I do have waterproof matches somewhere. But next, anyway, we'll get into this. This is just another quick breakout med kit, kind of, sort of. On top here we have potassium iodine pills. So for radiation, you know, nuclear fallout or whatnot, take some of these a day. Take like one of them a day, and you'll be good to go for the most part for radiation. So I actually have quite a few in there. Again, more syringes, needles. You know, as far as what I'd need for syringes and needles, I don't really know. You know, I have no medical experience whatsoever, so I don't really know exactly what I'd use them for. I'd imagine they'd come in handy, you know, or if I can track down a trained medical professional, then, you know, all the better. But anyway, that's the contents of the bag and everything in it and just outside of it. The last thing I'll show you is kind of the back part here of my bag. You know, got some carabiners to hold stuff. It's got these nice straps here. Go around the waist. You'll see later when I'm fully strapped up. The last thing I guess is I have this zip tied. This is just one of my utility knives here. M-Tech, you know, made in the USA. Bowie knife. And believe it or not, it's out of it's 330 steel. I think that's what it is. Picked this up. I got this on insane deal as well for 10 bucks. And I got this off of, I think cheaper than dirt. 10 bucks. Bowie knife. Nice grip. More so hold it like this for combat, but Bowie knife, 10 bucks. Believe it or not. So that is everything out. Yeah. I want to quick show you though the brand of potassium iodine pills I have, and they are ThyroSafe 65 milligram. I think you can pick these up like a 2-pack. I think like you get packs like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many you get in a pack. Maybe it's just one of these, or maybe it's 2 of them. But I think you can get them for about 10 bucks. These are kind of a must because regardless of the situation, regardless what sparks it, there's going to be nuclear fallout. You know, it's and I mean, small chance I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong, but regardless, if the shit hits the fan, if the world's going down the drain, you better believe somebody's gonna nuke somebody, because there's at that point there's no reason not to. As far as getting the resources and whatnot, and the other fact of that is the United States is going to be a target. So it's going to happen one way or another. Need these. You know, the other thing about these too, or at least radiation, and I've done some research. It was more a while ago, but in any extent, if something does happen, you know, or a nuclear blast happens, or there's nuclear fallout, you know, or radiation in any form, you wait underground, or under about 6 feet of dirt, I believe it is, and if you sit there for about 2 days and you come up after 2 days, you can stay up for about 10 minutes, and you know, the more days that get from the initial point of the impact, later you can, you know, keep coming up more and more. So really, it's not like this nuclear fallout lasts forever and ever and ever. You know, in the case of Chernobyl, they had a source creating the radiation. So, you know, it's not like it'll last forever. Really, you just need to sit it out for a few days and then just go up in small increments. And then, you know, if let's say you're underground for 2 days for the initial blast, and then you go up, you go up for, you know, half an hour, take a couple of these, stick on your gas mask, and you know, you're good to go. You can replenish your water supply. Sure, it'll be radiated, but you know, as long as you boil that out, filter that out. Yeah, I don't know exactly how the molecular composition works, but you know, you can still drink it, and you know, you need the water. So, and even the same case with food, really, but really important to have. So, and I'm gonna kind of jump into the next part, the last part here, but I just want to reiterate: there's 3 things I'd put in my bag, 3 things at all. Potassium iodine pills, 1 for sure. The other thing was the straw. Let me see here. Frontier straw. And earlier, the tin foil. The roll of tin foil that you can just wrap up. Really small. All these things, super light. Don't take up much room at all. And really big necessities. That's about it as far as that goes, and I will talk about the rest in a little bit. Okay, so this is my full gear loaded. This is my AR, of course, with my single point sling. Here is a side profile of my bag. I know it looks big, looks heavy. And it is. It's about 70 pounds or a little bit more loaded. But again, it has everything you'd ever need to survive. So, got my AR, my vest on, good to go. I'll talk to you more in the next segment. Okay, so basically I'm just going to go over everything you saw. The reason I have my face covered is, you know, you never know what ears or eyes are seeing this or listening. So really just taking a precaution. So anyway, just kind of go over the basics there. Basically in my bag, the idea is for long-term survivability, meaning, you know, I take this bag and everything with it, and I start a new life wherever I need to be. Basically the total amount of calories that I have in my bag, probably anywhere from
3,000 up to 5,000. I don't know exactly. Right around there though. I've been doing this for about a year, a little over a year now. And that's everything I've gathered. The total cost, excluding the guns, has probably been a little over 1,000. The most important items, obviously, are the water, purification. My idea behind water, I don't carry that much water on me because of the weight, but I do have, living where I do, I have lots of access to water, you know, and in a case of survival, they might not be all clean, but that's why I have many ways to get clean water. My plan, my basic plan of what I'm going to do is basically grab everything you saw there, get into a vehicle, and travel into the country, meaning out of suburban populated areas. Beyond that, it really depends on the situation. My ideal plan is to find a house, occupied or not occupied, and really make that my base camp. From there, I'll do various recon and just try to keep up my supplies. The weight of the bag, I kind of touched on that. It's around 70 pounds. It might be a little bit more than that. It is one of the biggest, heaviest bug out bags you'll see. And again, that's just kind of my style, I guess. I just want to be prepared for absolutely everything and never have to worry about you know, am I missing anything, or, you know, do I have to go out for one thing on a mission? As far as ways the world may go down, there's so many. I mean, economic issues as far as, you know, money that every nation's suffering right now. Really, all I can say on that. There's the New Madrid fault line. There's there's always a chance for an asteroid. Not that that's really a problem because of all the eyes we have out in the sky. But obviously, nuclear annihilation is a option out there. There's so many, and really I can't think of all of them or a lot of them right now. But there's so many out there. As far as my friends and family go, I don't know exactly who I'd have with me. I do know my girlfriend would be with me, but beyond that, I do have some friends who are preparing, but they don't take it quite as seriously as me, so they don't necessarily have all the means that I do. And so whether or not they'd be coming with me, I don't know. I wouldn't be looking for anyone to join me in the future. You know, if shit hit the fan and I was doing my thing, I would, shoot first, ask questions later. I really wouldn't go up to somebody and try to barter. It would be, it'd be cutthroat, and that's kind of the way the world's going to have to be. And, anyone who says differently really isn't realizing what the impact of end of the world would be. So, beyond that, sorry, my sunglasses are fogging up here. The weaknesses of my bag, I'd say, are the water and food mainly. Beyond that, I think I'm pretty well prepared for nearly anything that comes up. The weight's obviously a weakness, and the movement's a little bit less than perfect, but really what I'd end up having to do would be dropping and doing either recon or taking breaks frequently. I'm always trying to perfect my bag. Whenever I'm out, I'm shopping, I might see something that I think I could use. I'll definitely pick that up. And there's some things I'm missing for sure too. I know a wire saw would be something good, and some various other items that I definitely need. And I just want to touch base again. The whole idea behind my bag is just sustainability, longevity, and really this is going to make my new life. I can take this anywhere and feel comfortable knowing that I'm not missing too many of the finer things that I would need to rebuild. Lastly, the reason for me making this video is just to showcase kind of what I'm doing to prepare, and hopefully this will give anyone else making a bag or thinking of making a bag some ideas of what to put in their bag, or some ways to go about building their bag, or some various thoughts on what to do. Really, this is one of my first videos ever on YouTube, so pardon the amateurness of it all, I guess. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, ideas, I'd love to hear them. Any negativity, I'm sure there'll be some. Oh well, feel free to post whatever you want. It'll be fun just to read it. So I appreciate you guys taking a look at everything, and hope it gives you some ideas.